1992 to 2005, a British sitcom that captured hearts with its charming love story and witty humor. From the rekindled romance of Jean and Lionel to the unforgettable supporting cast, this series remains a timeless favorite. But what happened to the stars after the show ended? Join us as we explore their transformations, careers, and where they are today. If you love nostalgic TV content, don't forget to hit that like button, subscribe, and turn on notifications so you never miss a new video. The heart and soul of As Time Goes By, Jean Hardcastle, was portrayed by Judi Dench, born on December 9, 1934 in York, England. At 58 years old, she took on the role of the sharp-witted, independent, and warm-hearted Jean, who rekindles her romance with Lionel after decades apart. Balancing her successful career with her personal life, Jean became a beloved character, admired for her humor, strength, and undeniable charm. Before the show, Dench was already a highly respected actress, known for her work in Shakespearean theater, British television, and Hollywood films. Her role in As Time Goes By further cemented her status as a household name, endearing her to a new generation of viewers. Now at 90 years old, she remains one of the most celebrated figures in entertainment, with a career spanning film, television, and stage, ensuring her legacy as an acting icon will live on for generations to come. The steady and dry-witted heart of As Time Goes By, Lionel Hardcastle, was portrayed by Geoffrey Palmer, born on June 4, 1927 in London, England. At 65 years old, he stepped into the role of Lionel, a reserved yet lovable retired army officer and writer who reconnects with his long-lost love, John. His understated humor, gentle nature, and affectionate yet often exasperated relationship with John made him a fan favorite, embodying the charm and warmth that define the series. Before the show, Palmer was already a distinguished character actor, known for his impeccable comedic timing and roles in British classics such as Butterflies and The Fall and Rise of Reginald Perrin. His time on As Time Goes By only reinforced his reputation as one of Britain's most beloved actors. He continued acting well into his later years, leaving behind a rich legacy of performances. Sadly, he passed away on November 5, 2020, at 93 years old, but his work remains cherished, and he will forever be remembered as the ever-dry yet endearing Lionel Hardcastle. The energetic and charming Alistair Deacon was portrayed by Philip Bretherton, born on May 30, 1955 in Lancashire, England. At 37 years old, he took on the role of the smooth-talking, eccentric book publisher who brings Lionel's memoir to print. With his upbeat personality, relentless optimism, and flirtatious charm, especially toward John, Alistair added a lively contrast to the more reserved main characters. Over time, he matured and developed a sincere romance with Jean's daughter Judith, becoming a key part of the show's dynamic. Beyond As Time Goes By, Bretherton built a diverse career in British television, film, and theater, appearing in shows like Coronation Street and Footballers' Wives. As of 2025, he is 69 years old and remains active in the entertainment industry, continuing to take on compelling roles while being fondly remembered as the charismatic and ever-enthusiastic Alistair Deacon. The warm and dependable Sandy was portrayed by Jenny Funnell, born on May 20, 1963 in Kenya. At 29 years old, she stepped into the role of Jean's intelligent and level-headed secretary, who later becomes an integral part of Jean and Lionel's lives. With her dry wit, down-to-earth nature, and occasional exasperation, especially when dealing with Alistair, Sandy became a beloved character, adding charm and humor to the show's dynamic. Beyond As Time Goes By, Funnell has built a successful career in television, theater, and voice acting, with appearances in various British dramas and comedies. As of 2025, she is 61 years old and remains active in the entertainment industry, continuing to delight audiences while being fondly remembered for her role as the ever-reliable and quick-witted Sandy. The no-nonsense yet endearing Miss Bale was portrayed by Janet Henfrey, born on August 16, 1935 in Aldershot, England. At 58 years old, she joined As Time Goes By as the ever-efficient housekeeper at Lionel's country home. Known for her dry humor, deep knowledge of the weather, and fondness for shipping forecasts, Miss Bale's quirks and unwavering dedication to routine made her a memorable part of the series. Henfrey has had a long and distinguished career in British television, film, and theatre, appearing in classics such as Doctor Who, The Singing Detective, and Wolf Hall. As of 2025, she is 89 years old and continues to be recognized for her commanding screen presence and impeccable comedic timing, making her portrayal of Miss Bale a cherished part of As Time Goes By's legacy. The lively and free-spirited Rocky Hardcastle was portrayed by Frank Middlemass, born on May 28, 1919 in Eaglescliffe, England. At 74 years old, he took on the role of Lionel's eccentric and fun-loving father, who defied expectations of old age with his youthful enthusiasm and zest for life. Rocky's humorous antics, love of parties, and refusal to take life too seriously provided some of the show's most delightful moments, creating a stark yet endearing contrast to his more reserved son, Lionel. Middlemass had a long and distinguished career in British television, film, and theatre, with memorable roles in Heartbeat, Brideshead Revisited, and Oliver Twist. He continued acting until his later years, passing away on September 8, 2006, at 87 years old. His performance as Rocky remains a beloved highlight of As Time Goes By, ensuring his legacy in British comedy endures. The somewhat pompous yet endearing Stephen was portrayed by Paul Chapman, born on May 10, 1939, in London, England. At 54 years old, he took on the role of Penny's wine-loving husband, who often found himself caught between his wife's overbearing nature and his own dry sense of humor. Though Stephen sometimes appeared aloof, his sarcastic wit and resigned acceptance of Penny's dramatic tendencies made him a quietly humorous and relatable character. Chapman built a successful career in British television and theatre, with roles in productions such as Midsummer Murders and Only Fools and Horses. As of 2025, he is 86 years old and remains fondly remembered for his role in As Time Goes By, where his understated comedic performance added depth to the series' family dynamics. The well-meaning but overdramatic Penny was portrayed by Moira Fraser, born on December 3, 1923, in Sydney, Australia. At 70 years old, she took on the role of Jean's excitable and often fretful sister-in-law, whose constant fussing over Jean and Lionel's relationship provided many comedic moments. Penny's exaggerated concerns, social anxieties, and amusingly oblivious interactions with her husband Stephen made her a standout supporting character. Fraser had a long and successful career in British television and theatre, known for her impeccable comedic timing and lively screen presence. She passed away on December 13, 2009, at 86 years old, but her portrayal of Penny remains a cherished part of As Time Goes By, bringing humor and charm to the series. The kind and dependable Harry was portrayed by David Michaels, born in the United Kingdom. At 33 years old, he joined As Time Goes By in the later seasons as a police officer who becomes Sandy's love interest. With his calm demeanor, patience, and genuine affection for Sandy, Harry provided a stable and supportive presence in her life, bringing warmth and security to the show's romantic dynamics. Michaels has appeared in various British television and theatre productions, earning recognition for his versatile performances. As of 2025, he is 60 years old and continues to work in the entertainment industry, fondly remembered for his role as the charming and good-natured